Hey, thank you again for joining me. You are welcome. So am I hope, in your neck of the wood as you celebrate life. Show some gratitude to all that life gives you. I hope you're doing well. It's flu season, and some of us are under the weather, recovering, recuperating. Glad that at least we are still here because flu is a flu. It's not a fluke. Hey, my friend, again, tuko riadha, man. Let's capture some athletics. Let's go to New York. New York has turned out to be the Eugene of marathons now, and athletics is attracting big events. We came from Athlos, the women's show. I shared some of the highlights. You saw some of the highlights. You know who was in town, from Tara Davis Woodhall to the Beatrice, to Faith and the Kipyegon, the captain. So New York has turned out to be where people go. You must stop in New York as an athlete. It's becoming a big place. This Sunday is 2025 New York Marathon and is attracting megastars. I'm announcing the megastars. Let's start with the legends. Stefan Hassan, let's start with the women. Let's go there. Helen Obiri, Lokedi is in town. Who else? Let's just line them up. Let me look here in my notes. Big names, big shout out. New York, New York on Sunday, my friend. Don't miss out. I tune in if you can. Get into there and let's see what you're gonna see, and I'll tell you what I see. Because leading the stardom, leading women in what I just said, of course, I've talked of Sharon Lokedi. She was fourth last time around. And of course, on the women again, what's the other big names here they are giving us? Big name. It's going to be a parade of stars. Who's going to win it all? Like I've always said in marathon, this guy, I never make the mistake of claiming that I know the winner in marathon. It never works. Only one time may be an exception. During championships, maybe you can predict, but when it comes to New York Marathon, there's nothing like defending champion. We've had back-to-back champions. I can't remember exact names, but we've had people who have come back, maybe back-to-back winners. Is Stefan Hassan our first rodeo in New York? I didn't check our track record coming into this one, but something tells me that she might be somebody who might be very concerned if I was a competitor. You remember she was in Australia where she ran a 220. I don't know what the competition looked like in Australia. It was almost like a solo race, but she won it. And this woman knows how to win marathons. You can tell that if she has what it takes to the last mile, which I think Helen Obiri will be with her, as she's always done. And Sharon Lokedi is no pushover either. And there's Sheila Chepkirui, another Kenyan. Is attracting some big names here. So I want to read to you what refreshing thing the Dutch woman Stefan Hassan said. Very refreshing. And this is why, to me, she's going to be in the Mount Rushmore of marathon runners, track and field, and everything that has to do with running. She was interviewed, and this is what she said. The fear normally shows that I care about that thing. Let me just read everything. There's a paraphrase. There's something in brackets here. The fear normally experienced. You have to have a fear when you are going into anything, or what they call the nervousness. You're anxious a little bit, but kind of in control. She says that shows that I care about that thing. She said that of the fear she experienced at the start of most, of course, I'm going back to that. But this is what I like, she says. She says, looking back, I was more scared of starting 1500 meters than the 800 meters because I cared more about 1500 meters. And now I'm scared of the marathon because deep down, I care so much. And luckily, I get away with wins. What did I tell you about this woman? She's in New York, and this is how she's talking. She's on the other side becoming philosophical, our experience, our journey in life has put her in a space whereby she speaks this kind of language. That fear, because you care. And she's saying she's been lucky that when she's fearful, when she's nervous about something. You remember during the Olympics in Paris, it wasn't Paris, it was I think Japan or Paris, whatever. She says the night before the final in the marathon, she never slept. How on earth, but I remember too, she had gone through the rounds of the 10K. How on earth don't you sleep and still win? She says because she cares. The sacrifice of her body because she wins speaks a lot about this caliber of athlete. To be honest with you, can I tell you right now? She's going to win the New York Marathon. She's going to be the winner. Eleanor Beery, Sharon Lokedi, Sheila Chepkirui have to find a way to wheel her in. If Safan Hassan is going to be there at the last few miles, mark my word, here she comes again, because she said she has that edge. That's the language of a winner. Who else is in the, let's move on to the men. New York Marathon, big stars. I think for me, we can say big stars all we want, but I think the lineup is full of people whom I can call them the sunset phase of their careers. Eliud Kipchoge, this is his third marathon this year. He just came from Australia. Remember, he did the London Marathon. This is his third. He's over 40 years old. And this guy, I don't know what makes him wake up and do marathon. This is 26.2 miles within a small window of time. What the heck is keeping him doing these things? Let me tell you something. I cannot explain the passion, the desire. But for me, I think what Eliud Kipchoge is doing, what I call the lap of honor. Period. I don't think he can continue doing this every year, 3 marathons a year. You can't do that at 40. But he has proven me wrong. I retired him after the Tokyo. I retired the guy. I took Kipchoge and retired him in the Hall of Fame. I was wrong. I'm still wrong. I promoted something that he came up with some French company the other day called Culture. He's gone global. This guy is bigger than himself. I know that. But he's in New York. Whom does he have as a companion in New York? His nemesis, and I suspect a friend, Kenenisa Bekele. Since since 2021, they almost started the career together. And they are coming back to New York to do what? To race, to showcase that they are not washed out yet. They are in decline, let's give it that. They were at the peak in 2001, if you remember that 5K final between you know who, Al Garouj, Eliud Kipchoge, and Kenenisa Bekele. The best that we've ever seen in that event, that final. It was in Paris. Go watch it. Iconic. Watch that race. The winning time was 12:50. I won't tell you who won it. Those amigos, the 3 musketeers, were going at it. Al Garouj said, you know what? Good night, everybody. 3:26, 1,500-meter guy, 3:43. Those are my records. I'm going to Marrakesh or Casablanca retire. The Moroccan just went out into sunset. These guys refused. They're still here. Let me tell you why I'm calling it a race between the past, maybe the present, and I don't know whether the future can be talked about here. So, we have Abdi Negeye, the Dutch. That name sounds like he's somewhere from Africa. Who cares? Evans Chebet, Albert Korir. Those are the protagonists in New York this weekend. But of course, we have to have a moment of, hello, guess who is here? Watch your left, watch your right. Eliud Kipchoge and Kenenisa Bekele. The outcome on the men, to me, I can't even say what's going to happen. But I can tell you these are the stars. The past, the present, maybe the future. Because who knows the future? They are in New York on Sunday. I suspect it's going to be incredible. The cameras, you can mark my words, will not be about anybody else but the two legends, maybe the three, Safan Hassan, Eliud Kipchoge, Kenenisa Bekele, of course, Ellen Obiri, who's won that race before. That's where the cameras are going to be. But I tell you what, the superstar, the man, the hour, the man of the hour will be Eliud Kipchoge. That's it. I can't help you. I cannot help you. Why are you going to watch the New York Marathon? Is because of Eliud Kipchoge. People are always asking, what else? What else? I'm asking the same thing in this Korea. What else, Eliud Kipchoge? What else do you have in New York Marathon on Sunday? That was my take. It's all about Kipchoge-thon. That is the commissioned new name for marathon. Talk to you later, my friend. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday best. And the best are lining up in New York. I'll talk to you later, my friend. Ciao.